Mr. Dieter Zetsche, thank you very much indeed for your time. So Daimler shot back to profit last year after massive losses in 2009. Tell me a little bit more about what's driving that. China is a big part of the story, right?
Well, first of all, it's a great product we're having, and which has a great response from our customers. On top of that, we have the best brand, and there's a lot of market demand around the globe. This, combined with a good cost control, leads and has led to the very good results worked out by very, very good people we're having in our company.
And it's not just China, is it? You've been doing well in the US as well. Have you returned to pre-crisis levels in the US?
No, we have not. We had above market volume developments. We have achieved the highest market share we ever had, but the absolute volumes in sync with the total market are still below pre-crisis levels.
Are you worried about slowing growth in these two key markets, the US and China, in the year ahead and possibly beyond?
We are not worried, but we are realistic, and we do expect growth to continue, but with a little slowdown compared to 2010. That is good news and a good environment to continue the positive development of our company, and that's why we are giving guidance for significantly increased profit in 2011.
Shares took a bit of a hammering in trading. The market seems to be disappointed. What was behind the sell-off?
Well, I would say that's a typical reaction today at almost all quarterly earning reports. These are short-term investors who move in and out. I'm convinced that this is another step in a long-term increase of the market cap value of Daimler.
The focus seemed to be today on Mercedes margins. They were disappointing. What happened?
Well, you can base all your estimations on one individual quarter. We see the continuous development in a very positive direction. We expect profits to go up, as we have said, and we are clearly targeting the 10% return on sales we have committed to starting 2013. So everything is going along our plans.
Are you going to be focusing on retaking the top spot from BMW?
We are focused on revenues. We are focused on returns on revenues. The number of units being sold is not our main focus. Of course, we want to be successful in our markets with our customers, but not exclusively on numbers of units sold.
BMW seems to be well positioned on the product side, right, with the ramp up of the 5 Series. How are you going to counter that?
Well, we have a lot of new products coming. The most significant launch certainly is the beginning of the replacement of our A and B class compact car segment, where we will have 4 new cars within the next 2 years. So that is a great growth potential. On top of that, we are in almost all segments with strong products already available. For instance, for the new C class, we're getting a very strong facelift, which other manufacturers probably would call a new car. So we have a perfect product base.
So you're rolling out 4 new cars next year. Does that mean, what is your long-term goal, to beat BMW?
As I said before, the volume of cars sold is not our objective. We want to offer the best product to our customer. We want to have the strongest and best brand, and we want to have the best profits. That is our main strategy, which of course requires growth as well, but not relative to competitors, but for ourselves.
Tell me, what is the rationale for keeping heavy trucks and luxury cars under the same corporate umbrella? Could that change anytime soon? Could we see a truck spin-off?
Our objective is to be benchmark in profitability on the car side and benchmark on the truck side. On that basis, these are very strong pillars of Daimler, and we intend to keep it that way.
So would the acquisition of Iveco facilitate a spin-off?
There is obviously no acquisition of Iveco. There were some talks, but they were not leading to results. So this is not a question which we have to ask ourselves.
Now, Daimler has been charged with insider trading in an investigation into sales of EADS shares. Are you worried that this won't come to a quick resolution?
Well, that's a somewhat strange accusation, as the exact same matter has been investigated thoroughly and lengthy by the regulator of the French stock market, and the conclusion was clear and final, that there was no wrongdoing. Now the process starts again with the state attorney. We are very confident about the outcome.
What are your plans for the 15% holding in EADS?
Well, as we said today, we intend to maintain the industrial leadership on the German side. The structure altogether can be discussed and could lead to changes, but we think we have good people to influence the industrial strategy of this company for the future. What
was behind that decision to sell EADS shares in April of 2006?
Well, we had about 30% stake in this company, and we did see no need to stay with that much capital in this company to continue our strategy. That's why we went down in 2 steps to 15%, which is our current holding.
But I guess there seems to be a question mark over the fact that this decision was made 2 months before the plane maker disclosed production delays of the A380.
Well, we announced at the very beginning, when I came back to take the helm of Daimler, that we would reduce our stake, and that's what we did in 2 steps. And the timing was dependent on the preparation of these steps and of the setup of a so-called Daedalus group of investors into the second 7.5% stake. These were the only considerations.
Mr. Dieter Zetsche, thank you very much indeed. We really appreciate your time.